Here we go. Welcome to NGW Shockwave. We are starting off hot tonight with Drew McIntyre and Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels starting with an arm breaker there from Shawn. And he's moving Drew McIntyre to the ropes. But Drew fights out of it with some elbows to the midsection there. And this is a big match. You mean like JR? I'm a mixture of Joey Styles and Jim Ross. And Drew picking up Shawn and just dumping him. And another 60 bits from the big homie, King of Blackhearts. Thank you, big dog. I love it very much. Love to see it. Vince McMahon definitely loves to see it. Look at him losing his mind. And an Irish whip from Drew to Shawn. And Drew just pounding on Shawn in that corner. Shawn having to cover up. Two former world champions here at NGW. I like Corey Graves as a commentator. I loved him on NXT, and I think he has some pretty good opinions. But my problem with WWE is that they put on sometimes a bad or questionable show, and then you see guys like Corey Graves, Seth Rollins. You see them get on Twitter and make fun of you for they shit on people who don't like their shows, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't defend the show. Don't make fun. It's not the fans' fault that they don't find the show entertaining. And stop with that narrative. And Shawn firing away with some punches, sending Drew to the canvas, and now Shawn climbing to the top rope. Shawn off the top here. What do we got? Oh, a beautiful splash from Shawn, and he goes for the cover with the leg up. What a beautiful match. Drew at one. Drew kicks out at one. And the crowd chanting, "You still have it." That's different. That's way different. Messaging wrestlers and telling them their matches suck or that they suck at wrestling, that's stupid. Why would you waste your time being negative and toxic to someone you don't know? I'm saying that when people say, "Oh man, I don't want to watch Raw tonight," or when people mass. Okay, when Seth Rollins got disqualified in that Hell in a Cell match with The Fiend. I don't know if he got disqualified. It got ruled a no contest or some nonsense. And rightfully so. A lot of people were pissed. And then, Seth Rollins, I think, made some comments about fans having high expectations and that they need to be more realistic. And it's just dude, the fucking match sucked because the ending was awful. It was bad. It was a bad ending. It's not because we have high expectations, because the Hell in a Cell match should not have a no contest finish. Shawn going for a cover. One count from Shawn on Drew. Drew kicks out. And now Shawn going right back to work. Shawn a veteran here. Shawn a veteran. He knows what to do here. He's not giving space to Drew. He stays on top of Drew. He blocks a strike from McIntyre and a chop to the chest. A big chop and a swinging neck breaker. Orton versus Jeff Hardy was pretty good, yeah. It was a pretty good cell match, yeah. And Shawn just getting amped up. He's feeding off of the energies, off the emotions of the crowd. Shawn backing Drew to the corner, and he goes after a leg, and Drew somehow gets control of it. He somehow takes control of the match. And an elbow to that shoulder from Drew McIntyre, and a strike from Shawn. Shawn firing back. Shawn with a back suplex. See, I like that because it was uncomfortable, right? It was an uncomfortable feeling watching him do that with Jeff Sear. And there's a strike from Shawn. And they're locking up, and Drew throws Shawn down, and Shawn tips back up. Beautiful.
Wasn't expecting that.
And the fans chanting NGW in here as Drew takes control of the match one more time. And I have to say, this is going to be... I'm mad that the NXT War Games was sealed. What do you mean sealed? I'm mad that the NXT War Games happened at all. All right, Walkman, take care, homie. The last War Games matches were awful. I didn't like either one. I didn't like the Women's War Games match, and I definitely didn't like Undisputed Era versus McAfee, and his group was a lot better than the women's match, but they both were pretty bad. I didn't like that they would come out, stand in the same spot, look under the ring, and grab a weapon and bring it in. War Games matches don't need weapons. They don't need them. Drew's flying here over the top rope. My God. Wow. And the crowd going ballistic here in the arena at the sight of what Drew McIntyre just put off on Shawn. And now they're in the front row. Shawn with a crucifix bomb right in front of that barricade. They all suck. Sorry, both of those War Games matches were awful. Too many weapons. Those matches don't need weapons. Too many spots that make no sense. You don't need big, exaggerated spots in War Games. Too many weapons. Too many big, weird-looking spots. And then to top it off, they just weren't very fun to watch. Yeah, I mean the stunts are amazing, but you don't need. Why do we need stunts in a match like that? Well, he had one that night because that War Games match. Both those War Games matches were dog. I think both those War Games matches were awful. Wow, Shawn Michaels winning by countout at the assistance of Drew McIntyre. Are you kidding me?
But look here, this is how you contain a Scottish psychopath.
No, the match was bad. I'm not talking about. I'm literally not talking about individual performances. I don't like. You think Oney Lorcan's bad? Danny Burch are bad? Kidding me? Both those guys are fantastic too. It was a bad match. All the guys involved in the match had a bad match, and it wasn't their fault. There's just dumb shit. There's dumb shit happened in that match that didn't need to happen. Shawn Michaels squeaking by with a countout victory. And that's the thing about a ring general, a ring veteran like Shawn Michaels. You look for the win any way you could get it. And he was just able to outsmart Drew and pick up a count out win tonight. But what a fantastic encounter between Shawn Michaels and Drew McIntyre. Beautiful match. Great way to start the show. So then, here's what happens. Let me see if I can pull. Oh, tell me I saved it. I should have this saved. Okay, I do have it saved. Sweet. So, while things are wrapping up in the ring, there's a whole lot of calamity happening, and there's referees running everywhere, there's staff running everywhere. We go to the stage, and Mia Yim is beating the hell out of Carmella. And Carmella's trying to fight back, but Mia Yim's not letting up. Carmella eventually throws a kick that staggers Mia Yim, and now they're on the stage where Carmella climbs some scaffolding. She climbs like the scaffolding set, and she's on top of it. Mia Yim climbs up behind her, and Carmella tries for a super kick, but Mia Yim blocks it, and they start exchanging punches. Eventually, Mia Yim takes control, and they fall off the scaffolding with a Russian leg. Basically, Mia Yim hits Carmella with a Russian leg sweep, and they both fall off the scaffolding and through like a bunch of equipment, and you see like sparks and shit going off. They're both completely out. This was just like a very big angle. The reason why she did it is Mia Yim is trying to make sure that things stay one-on-one in this cage match between Liv Morgan and Sasha Banks. It's definitely a face move because Carmella and Sasha have been very sneaky and conniving during this whole feud. Mia Yim has basically sacrificed herself to get rid of Carmella, and now we have a straight one-on-one match going into the main event. Then we go to a commercial break. When we come back, we have a interview with Britt Baker. Eli Johnson is interviewing Britt Baker. Baker denies being in a slump, even though she's lost 2 matches, and she's going to prove it next week. Britt Baker states that on next week's Shockwave, she will take on any challenger. So, those of you with women characters, shoot me a PM if you want to take this open challenge, and I will basically pick the best wrestler. Don't say it in chat. Shoot it to me privately or on Discord so Craig doesn't know who's taking the challenge. And then that takes us to our next match. Our next match of the night is Paige versus Nikki Cross. Tamina beat Nia Jax. Tyler Bate, I don't believe, is on the show tonight, unfortunately. Tyler Bate lost his last match against Johnny Gargano, so Bate's not on the card. Britt Baker. Britt Baker basically, she's issuing an open challenge. So whoever wants to face Britt Baker, send me a message. Otherwise, I have some ideas on what I'm going to do with it. And you guys heard that. Britt Baker wanting to prove that she's not in a slump and issued a challenge for next week's Shockwave. We don't know who's going to take on Britt Baker DMD, but we have Paige versus Nikki Cross. Both of these women 1-0 in NGW. Paige coming out of retirement to join NGW. She debuted at Living in Sin in that full Monty Battle Royal. And Paige looking to continue her winning ways tonight, but she has one tough opponent, one challenging opponent with Liv Morgan. And my God, how about what just happened? Not even 10 minutes ago, Mia Yim and Britt Baker falling off the scaffolding and threw a bunch of both of them out. Mia Yim had to be walked out of the building. She tried walking out on her own, but she just incurred too much pain. The officials, the EMTs had to help Mia Yim out. They had to help Carmella out. What the things between Liv Morgan, that's just the level that things have been between those four women. And you got booked, man. You were in a zero gravity match with Jungle Boy. If you won, you got put on the pay-per-view. Jungle Boy beat you, unfortunately. If Britt loses, she goes to Horizon. No, that's not gonna happen. Britt Baker's high profile still. She still has a pretty good record. She has good wins. She's only lost a 4-corner elimination match, and then I think she lost to Ronda Rousey. What's going on, Charisma? How you doing? Nat Geo's here. John Cena. We got our John Cena in the stream, man. I stream Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. What's up, Nat Geo? You still haven't won a match. No. Your other wrestler, though, is Candice LeRae on the show? No, she's not. I don't think I have Candice LeRae either. Have you won him? Hold on. Who are you playing as? Are you Candice LeRae? You are. You've won one match as Candice LeRae. You're 1 and 2 as Candice. As Christian, you are currently, it's not looking good. That's all I'm going to say. No, Candice LeRae's 1-2. You've lost 2 singles matches. Yeah, you've lost 2 singles matches as Candice. You don't have to apologize, Nat Geo. I'm glad to have you here. I got to put John Cena back on the board. I wasn't sure if you were gone. So we got John Cena. John Cena is back. And I think John Cena's 0-1 right now. And then I don't remember who your female wrestler is. So let me see who you're playing as from a woman. You're playing Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is what? 1 and 2 in singles? 1-1 and 1 no contest. And you're 0-3 in tag. But Mandy Rose will be on. And Paige started with a suplex there. Nikki Cross getting slammed. Like I said, you got to thank both these women wanting to climb up that women's ladder. They're both looking for a chance to get the NGW women's title. But Alexa Bliss is the one that holds that belt. And so far, no one has shown that they have an answer for her. And Paige just staying on top of Nikki Cross. Don't forget, Alexa Bliss is wrestling Ronda Rousey this coming Sunday at Clash of the Champions.
Not sure Paige should be quite so animated.
Rousey might have the answers. Look at the boots. Paige just smashing that boot across Nikki Cross's face here.
Still has a lot of time to recover, though.
And you got to think Mandy Rose will somehow be involved in that match.
That is just insulting.
And a scoop slam from nope. Nikki Cross gets out of it, kicks to the back of the leg there. Missile drop kick sending Paige to the canvas. How impressive does Nikki Cross look here tonight, folks? She picks Paige up here. What does she got? What is she working on here? She's got the arms crossed. It looks like that's some kind of neck breaker with the arms crossed. What a beautiful move. And Cross just staying on Paige like a pit bull here. Double axe handle on Paige, sending her to the canvas. And now an armbar. No, a crossface. A crossface from Nikki Cross. Paige trying to get out of it. Paige able to roll through. And Paige back to her feet. And she rolls over with a neck breaker. Beautiful from Paige. Paige has a lot to prove. She had to retire. She retired from pro wrestling. She has a lot to prove now, trying to get back on top. And she taunts the crowd. She shows the crowd that she's not done. And now Nikki Cross on the outside here. Paige has her on the ropes. And what is this? A draping neck breaker. Christian shouldn't have come out of retirement because he's lost every singles match he's been in. But then he also lost every tag team, and he tried to blame it on Edge. But everyone knows Christian's the weak link because he's completely winless in NGW, but that's okay because we still love Christian. And a scoop slam from Nikki Cross to Paige, and there's right hands from Nikki Cross, firing off those right hands on Paige. And that's right. Don't forget to order Don't forget to order Clash of the Champions. Call your local pay-per-view, your local cable provider for pay-per-view information. The pay-per-view is also available on Bleacher Report Live if you want to stream it online. Cross going here. What she got? She has it on the side. We have a backbreaker from Cross on Paige. My Lord, and she stretches her back out. Cross, a very dangerous competitor here in NGW. You cannot underestimate what Cross can do in that ring. Paige taking control, though. Paige with a clothesline. Paige with a clothesline sitting across the canvas. What's your idea, Oblivion? You want to message it to me? And a Paige turner. And a kick out.
Look at this. Hair pulled mat slam. Masterful maneuver by Nikki Cross.
You could see Paige and Cross teaming. You know what? I could too, to be honest with you. Okay, I think we have a challenge for Britt Baker. I like this message that I just received. Craig, someone has taken the open challenge, and I'm 100% okay with this one. This is going to be good. And Paige just smashing that boot across Nikki Cross's face. That's going to play perfect with what I want to, because I wanted her to take on someone who's winning.
What a smash. That is just insulting.
Paige still in control of this match. She's got her up. DDT, is that the Rampage, right? The Rampage!
Paige is rolling now. Paige is really going to work.
Paige should have went for a finish there. She instead chose to throw some stops, but there's a Northern Light suplex from Paige. Cross getting back to her feet, and a Hurricane Rana from Paige. Paige is not showing no signs of ring rust in this match. Missing a super kick, Paige does. Cross takes the back. Paige fights out of it. Clubbing blow to the back from Paige. Cross fires back with some elbows. Gets out of the grapple. Yeah, I sent you a message. I shut down your idea. And now Cross with an inverted DDT. And Cross with a back breaker. And another pendulum there.
Backbreaker stretch.
And Paige on it. Paige outside the ring, just out cold. Cross follows behind her. Paige throwing Cross back into the ring. And folks, we just announced it here, the main event of NGW Shockwave next week. Shawn Michaels, Drew McIntyre, false count anywhere. How about that? Paige with a Paige turner on Nikki Cross. And the referee's got a pinfall. And no, I thought that was it. Cross barely getting out of it. You sent it to me. I don't have a, oh, you sent it to me on Twitch. Let me take a look. Let me take a look.
The Paige tap out and Nikki Cross hold on.
I'm kind of going that route, but also kind of not, because I got to see how the pay-per-view goes first before I say anything.
Wow, Corey, what do you think of this decision? I like it a lot, Cole. She clearly wants to inflict even more punishment here.
Clothesline from Paige. Paige just firing off a series of clotheslines.
What a comeback. And the instinct from Nikki Cross.
Well, and also you threw me ideas with other wrestlers. Like you just like come up with ideas for your wrestlers, not other wrestlers and other feuds. Suplex there from Nikki Cross. That's the reason why I shut it down, because everyone else who messaged me were messaging me about ideas for their wrestler and Britt Baker. And Paige just thrown into the steel steps. But we can figure something out, Liv Morgan. I like that idea, but we gotta see how pay-per-view looks. We gotta see how the pay-per-view looks first. And you guys heard it here. Shawn Michaels and Drew McIntyre, false count anywhere. This is about to be the second count out of the night. You would think that, like, where's the urgency to get in the ring? Cross getting in. Cross getting in and sliding back out. Nah, yeah, just stick with your two wrestlers, Kairi Sane and Ciampa. Those are the only two that you should be messaging me about with any ideas. And oh my God, what is Cross going back on the attack out here? My God. How is Paige even able to stand after that onslaught from Cross? And Cross has a leg. Oh, a beautiful attack from Nikki Cross. That might be it, folks. Cross picking up another victory here tonight on Shockwave. Paige came close, but not close enough. Cross might be someone. We're ignoring this. No more handshakes. Cross might be someone to look out for in the NGW women's division. So after the Paige and Cross match, we get a triple threat promo. They basically promised that at Clash of Champions, it's all out war. Austin Aries says this company isn't big enough for 2 packs of alphas. And that takes us to our next match, Apollo Crews versus Daniel Bryan for the, it's an NGW Zero Gravity Wildcard match. The winner of this match will be in the Zero Gravity title match at the pay-per-view. So far, we know it's Johnny Gargano, it's Kalisto, and gosh, who won that match? It's Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy, Kalisto, Johnny Gargano, and whoever wins this match will also be added. What's the F for Nat Geo? No, no, you're not, because you lost to Jungle Boy, so you're not in Zero Gravity. You're not in that match. It's Jungle Boy beat you, so it's Jungle Boy, Kalisto, Johnny Gargano so far.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Apollo Crews looking great here, and folks, this is that Zero Gravity division we've talked about. Falls count anywhere. High flyers, technical wrestlers. This is a perfect example. Crews is a perfect combination of speed and power. Daniel Bryan, on the other hand, durable and dangerous mat technician. This is going to be a clash of styles, and you know my process, you know my philosophy. I firmly believe that styles make fights, and tonight is no exception between Apollo Crews and Daniel Bryan. The winner of this match going to Philadelphia to challenge for that Zero Gravity Championship. Only one man can win. And that's just another reminder, folks, of what we got planned here in NGW. Clash of the Champions is going to be a show for the ages. Razor Ramon going one-on-one with Kenny Omega for Kenny Omega's World Championship.
Daniel Bryan's been United States Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion.
What's up, Sword Dinosaur? You're challenging for the Zero Gravity title. I am for sure putting the tag titles together because we need, that would be dope. You sent me something on Discord. What'd you send? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. Not every idea you're gonna send me is gonna work. I don't approve. Multiple people send me ideas, and I shut them down all day. You can't take it personal. Some of your ideas, I don't like them. A lot of them don't make sense, and that's just my opinion. They don't make sense for like where the story's been going on the show. Like, why would Ted DiBiase randomly come out and manage Tommaso Ciampa after Ciampa only had one match when DiBiase had been eyeing Kenny Omega? Plus, Kenny Omega messaged me about wanting a manager, and it was like, okay, and Ted DiBiase wanted to manage someone, so it made more sense if I went Omega and Ted. And I also was super equitable, and I put you in that pairing. You're part of the group. But him managing you by yourself didn't make sense. like I said, I take ideas that you like and I modify them, and that was just one of those examples. But like all your other ideas have always been about either attacking someone after a match or you're suggesting ideas for other wrestlers, and that's why I've not followed through on any of that stuff.
Compost them. Oh, what incredible power! Wow, what a vertical suplex!
And Apollo Crews with a pinfall.
For a pinfall at this point, he showed up here tonight.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I'm moving on. Knee from Apollo Crews at Daniel Bryan. Not everyone's ideas get approved, and yes, they do get changed and modified depending on who it works better, who it would work out better for. It would work. That storyline would work way better for Omega right now. And Bryan taunting to the crowd going along with it, and Crews with a neck breaker, just not letting Daniel Bryan's taunts phase him. And don't forget Bryan with that submission victory at Horizon. And Apollo Crews clotheslining Bryan. Bryan pops back up, and an elbow from Bryan to Crews. And there's a stomp from Bryan, but it misses there. And now Bryan has underhooks. Beautiful underhook suplex there. All right, take care, man.
What's it gonna be?
Do I see you own Callisto, Sword Dinosaur? And there's a kick to Daniel Bryan's back. And Crews jumps over the drop kick. And a belly-to-belly suplex from Crews. And there's a stomp. Crews picking Daniel Bryan up. And it just slams Daniel Bryan on that canvas. And now Crews with an Irish whip there from Bryan. And now Crews, hey, we're not going to argue in chat, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's all good. Like I've explained multiple times, guys have to understand that, like, I'm not going to use all your ideas you send to me, and I'm also, not everyone's going to be on the shows. I modified it to what made sense. You were cool with it at first. I don't understand what the problem is. But I'm also not going to argue about it on stream either. Apollo Crews on all over Daniel Bryan. And another belly-to-belly suplex. He is just muscling Daniel Bryan all around that ring. I thank you. I'm going to do what's best for business. If someone gives me a good idea that doesn't make sense for their character, I'm probably going to use it for someone else. But I will tell you when I do that. And I definitely told you it wasn't like I surprised you. I flat out told you that I'm going to make Omega the focus of that, and I'm going to put Ciampa in the group. You're going to help Omega win the title. Oh, Apollo Crews popping back up. And there's Bryan. Literally no one else is upset. Like, Christian's lost every match they've been in. And they're perfectly fine with that. And I've shut down a million ideas from Christian.
Apollo Crews, such a unique hybrid of power and agility. Picture perfect moonsault. Daniel Bryan getting absolutely punished right now. Daniel Bryan really needs to dig down deep and fast. Oh man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. And Bryan showing so much creativity. That's why Bryan is one of the best. Here we go. Start the count.
Dude, I'm telling you, this Razor Ramon, Kenny Omega match, it's going to be bonkers. And those punches from Daniel Bryan to Apollo Crews. And Crews just shoves him down and goes for a cover. And Bryan with the kick out. Maybe I'll melt that title in my new gold chain. God damn. Why we getting gold chains out here? And there's a forearm from Crews. German suplex. My God. I told you, Apollo Crews, all power. What's up, Tide? And an Olympic slam from Apollo. And what is Apollo going to do here? Apollo going to the top. Apollo on the top rope. And a beautiful splash gets all of it. Bryan hurt. Bryan hurt there.
Anticipated that attack perfectly. Gotta find a way to get out of this. Driven down face first. Trampling the opposition.
And now Cruz all over Daniel Bryan. Neck breaker from Cruz to Daniel. Daniel struggling to get to his feet. Bryan with a kick to the midsection and an elbow. Man, tie-dye, me and Craig played Apex for a bit last night. We played with one of my homies from way back in the day, too. It was the first time I talked to him in years. We caught up. It was awesome. I'm doing well, Sword Dinosaur. How are you doing today, man? And there's that. He's got that leg grapevine. Bryan Apollo Crews has to tap. Bryan, that technician, that submission expert just got the submission. Bryan is now going. That was super dope. Bryan will be going. Is it sad that I almost forgot I was Apollo? Man. See, and you said that at the wrong time, Drew, because you lost. I would have just been like, I'm keeping quiet. Apollo Crews 0-1. Daniel Bryan is up 2-0. Good. You got to. Oh, yeah? Yeah? You ready for this baseball game? You ready for this baseball game? All right. We get a Clash of Champions pay-per-view hype. So, because now the card is complete. So here is the entire Clash of Champions pay-per-view. This is what we have going on. The opening match is going to be a fatal four-way sudden death zero gravity match for the zero gravity title. It's going to be Daniel Bryan against Kalisto, against Johnny Gargano, against Jungle Boy. And then we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. We have Kofi Kingston and Phoenix defending the tag team titles against Cesaro and Sheamus. We have Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa. We have Alexa Bliss defending her title against Ronda Rousey. We have The Shield taking on the Triple Threat in a six-man tag. And then we have Kenny Omega defending the World Championship against Razor Ramon. So that is the entire card for Clash of Champions. And that brings us back, or that brings us to the next match on the show, which is going to be The Miz versus Brock Lesnar with John Morrison in Miz's corner. Does Kalisto have the black attire? No, I can't. I don't have any attires on the PC version. I type in Kalisto and jack shit comes up. Bump, the bump, bump, the bump, the bump, bump, the bump, 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 the bump, bump, the bump, bump, bump.
The following contest is scheduled.
Kenny by God Omega is the new nickname.
Making his way to the ring and residing in Hollywood.
The Miz, not a fan at all of what Brock Lesnar did at Living in Sin, and The Miz looking for revenge. And we have not seen Brock Lesnar since the match with Razor Ramon. They did. Oh, they did. They were not kind to Chelsea Green. No, it's unfortunate. Well, what about Deonna Purrazzo before her? They signed Deonna Purrazzo. I don't think they used her but one or two times, and then they released her. She was like one of the first people to go during the pandemic, like at the very beginning last year.
Never gives up, and I can tell you that he has absolutely no quit in him. So yes, I do like his chances.
Razor Edge City is what Wild Harpy is calling that. Oh, man, you know this guy's not in a good mood, especially after what happened in Las Vegas. You know he's not in a good mood. She's doing, Purrazzo's doing pretty good in Impact, yeah. Look at that man, Brock Lesnar. And he unfortunately came up short in Las Vegas. He came out, destroyed The Miz, just completely destroyed The Miz during the Peep Show, or during Miz TV, and told Razor that he was taking that open challenge. And I thought the match was going to be a lot more, I don't know, I guess you could say a lot more evenly distributed than what it was. Brock Lesnar got only 2 offensive moves off in the entire match. It was all Razor Ramon from beginning to end. A dominant performance from Razor, and you have to think Kenny has that match in the back of his mind. Okay, so one thing that I was planning on doing was making Edge and Orange Cassidy a tag team, since you wanted to run some solos, but we can do that. We can still make this happen. We just have to see how your next couple of matches go. Let's give it 2 to 3 matches. If you lose 2 to 3 matches straight, we go with that angle. Yes, you can. Absolutely. FIFA, this is an interactive universe. What good is an interactive universe if you can't give me ideas and suggestions? Yes, I want you to give me ideas. Shoot me stuff. Chris, the Scotian, why aren't you playing the interactive universe? Why aren't you involved in this? And Brock, Miz is actually showing. So look at that, a swinging neck breaker for Miz. We told you we were bringing you a star-studded Shockwave ahead of the pay-per-view. We told you this Shockwave was going to be one not to miss, and the Miz fiery kicks off on Brock Lesnar. And a kick to the head. Of course, Walt Harpy going to be rooting for Miz after beating Brock Lesnar at the pay-per-view. And an axe handle smash to the back. If Miz gets a victory here tonight against Brock Lesnar, this is going to be big. This is going to be huge. But you also have to think the Miz is going to have an ego the size of the planet. And an arm drag from the top rope from Miz. Miz really all over Brock here. And a Russian leg sweep from the Miz. And you can't scoff at the Miz. The Miz, a 2-time world champion in WWE. Multi-time U.S. champion, multi-time Intercontinental champion, multi-time tag team champion. There's really no title the Miz hasn't held in WWE. So this guy, I mean, he's definitely a capable athlete, but you're in there with Brock Lesnar. You're in there with Brock Lesnar. Interactive where? The way it works, Goshen, is you pick a wrestler, a male and a female wrestler, and they are your characters. You can act them in character in chat if you want and interact with other players. You can also shoot me messages on Discord about ideas and stuff that you would like for your wrestler. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Yeah, I have to have it on. The CAW has to be on PC, Dinosaur. And Miz off that middle rope. Bulldog on Brock. And how about that zero gravity match just before this? Apollo Crews and Daniel Bryan, they took it to the next level. Bryan managing to, after being powered throughout the match, Bryan getting a submission that Crews could not fight out of. And Miz back in control here. Swinging neck, no, what was that? A swinging inverted DDT from Miz. And Brock with an Irish whip reversal. Now Brock back in control here. And he's firing those knees off on Miz. Just firing them away. And he sends Miz to the corner with an elbow. Miz falling down there. Oh, someone in the future that wants to join. Okay, cool. And he picks the Miz up. Miz lifted in the air, a follow-away slam from Brock. He just threw Miz like a sack of potatoes. And a pinfall here. And the Miz managing to kick out. We have a cage match main event tonight. Kick to the midsection. Miz blocks. Miz attacking the knee. Kick to the midsection. Miz planning. Brock with a DDT on the canvas. Miz got all of that. Is Morrison the trick here? Is Morrison the Miz's good luck charm? No, Brock kicking out at 2. Hey, we got a follow from Julia Souza, 1, 2, 3. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. You have... Oh my God, I just blanked out. Let me do that all over again. I'm sorry. Julia Souza has joined the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. Thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. And Diego, also the same goes to you. You get some glasses, you get a switchblade, you get a leather jacket. Remember to stay bad, because being bad is fun. Everybody, welcome our newest Bad Guy Club members. Brock all over the Miz. Leroy, none of the pay-per-view matches have happened. This is still a TV show here. This is still a TV show. Pay-per-view will be after, well, basically pay-per-view is tonight. It's coming up. We'll probably have the pay-per-view here in like the next 40 minutes. And Brock just clotheslining the Miz and going for a cover. Miz getting to his feet. Well, let me rephrase that. Miz getting to his feet with the assistance of Brock. Suplex from Brock Lesnar. We're in Suplex City all the way. We're all the way at Suplex City here. My God, Miz just getting dumped. And Brock. And Miz somehow gets out of it. Miz shouldering out of those suplexes and Brock just throwing them. No, Miz with a drop toe hold. Brock hits the bottom turnbuckle. And Miz with a single leg takedown. We have a figure four. Brock is in a submission hold, but he gets the rope. Miz just got it too close to the corner there. He shouldn't have attempted to get it right there next to that rope. And Brock back up and he just clotheslines the Miz. And a stop from Brock. And Brock just picking. Oh, well, Tamina's taken, Scotian. Zayn's free, though. A gut-wrench suplex from Brock. And Brock just all over. Not letting up. And a knee from Miz to Brock. All the women seem to be taken. Let me look at I know Dakota Kai's grabbed. I also have to put my guy in there. Oh my God, who was it that just joined? Someone just joined, oh no, who was it? It was Havoc. Havoc is Dakota Kai. Havoc, you have Dakota Kai and you have who else? You know what? We're gonna find out. You had Dakota Kai and you had Shelton Benjamin. Let me take Shelton Benjamin out and let me take Dakota Kai. Billy Kay is taken. I probably just haven't updated it. That's the problem. Shelton Benjamin. Dude, Miz is still kicking out. Shelton Benjamin's gone and Dakota Kai's gone. Billy Kay's gone. And Tamina's gone. Hey, but I could also download women too, Scotian. So if there's a woman wrestler that you like, if she's available on Community Creations, we can get her. There we go. Dude, I am pumped for this match between Razor and fucking Omega, dude. I am pumped for it. Harpy and Craig talking shit in chat. Miz going for a pinfall. Peyton Royce is not taken. I don't know why she's not on here. Peyton Royce is up for grabs. And Miz just dropping elbows. Is Brock bleeding here? And a drop kick from the Miz. Boy, if Miz wins this is big. My God, is Omega versus Ramon scripted? It is not. As a matter of fact, I have two outcomes for whoever wins that match. I have plans. If Ramon wins, the match is gonna go. Things are gonna go a certain way. If Omega wins, things are gonna go a certain way. And there it is! Skull crushing finale! Does Miz get it here? Does Miz get it? No! Miz picking up a win! A big win for the Miz! He beats Brock Lesnar! God is my witness! I never thought I would see that happen! I never thought I would see that happen! The Miz beats Brock Lesnar! You were supposed to, but then, dude, Craig is our main eventer. No joke. No joke. Y'all want to fight Craig, y'all got to earn it. Y'all have to be in title contention. Craig don't just take any fight now, okay? He's our world champion. He's undefeated. He's big time. The Miz. Miz beats Brock Lesnar. You guys heard it here first. You heard it here first. The Miz with the assistance of John Morrison defeated Brock Lesnar. He's bougie as fuck. He's bougie as fuck, and he's okay with that. He's okay with that. He's got the $1 Million Man at his back. Okay, Craig, I wrote a fucking promo for you. I wrote a Kenny Omega promo. It's coming up next, and I want your opinions on this. So we cut to a video package where Kenny Omega is in some kind of training facility. And he's got like a towel wrapped around him. He's got hand wraps on. He's been training, and he cuts a promo, and it starts by this. Razor Ramon, you have no idea who you're getting in the ring with. Do you think Ted DiBiase asked you to drop out of Clash of the Champions because I'm afraid of you? No. He asked you to drop out of Clash of the Champions because he's afraid of what I'm going to do to you. Let's look at the facts, Razor. Karrion Kross. He walked through every single person who stepped in that ring with him. He's 4-1. Who do you think was the lone soul to put that notch in his loss column, Raze? It isn't just a catchphrase. I am the god of professional wrestling. And here's the reality. With Ted DiBiase as my coach and their limitless financial backing, I'm becoming better, and I didn't even think that was possible. Right now, Razor, we are at the top mixed martial arts gym in the world. Ted has hired the best trainers, the best nutritionists, the best dietitians, the best strength and conditioning coaches. Razor, you're not just facing the god of pro wrestling. You're facing the #1 athlete on the whole goddamn planet. And that is the end of that promo. And now we get to the main event. Thanks, Harpy. That's what I like to hear. Thanks, Harpy. That was strong words from Kenny Omega ahead of their pay-per-view tilt. Razor Ramon, Kenny Omega, only on pay-per-view this Sunday. So we're at our main event, Steel Cage. Liv Morgan versus Sasha Banks. And Kenny Omega saying that Ted, like I said, you made me want to play wrestling again. I mean, well, that's good, man. I'm glad I'm getting you into it. That's awesome. Booking is better than WWE. Hey! You ain't lying, though. You ain't lying. Welcome back, Blackhearts. I never thought I'd dislike Omega. Omega's the man, man. You can't dislike Omega. He's doing his job. If you dislike Omega, he's doing his job. And Morgan and Sasha Banks gonna settle their differences once and for all. We saw what Mia Yim did to Carmella at the beginning of the show, took out Carmella. And now this cage match, it's just 1-on-1. Morgan, Sasha Banks. And there's that cage. That cage has been suspended in the air.
And here comes Sasha. And from Boston,
This is gonna be an intense match. Remember, Liv Morgan 2 months ago. Yes, Mia did. Mia basically beat the shit out of Carmella at the beginning of the show. And then Carmella tried running away by climbing up some scaffolding. Mia climbed up too, and she hit Carmella with a Russian leg sweep. They fell off the scaffolding, and they went through some equipment. We did a whole big theatrical thing where like the electrics and shit sparked off, and they both had to get carted out of the building. Well, I mean, if you're not in a good mood, man, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I would probably just say breathe in and remind myself that this is just a 4-hour stream that happens 3 nights a week, and not to take any of this stuff seriously at all. Breathe in. Woo! Breathe out. You'll feel better. And the cage has been lowered. We have Sasha versus Liv. And a drop kick from Sasha.
victory can be achieved by pinfall, submission, or escape. And the unforgiving cage can tear you to shreds in the process.
I've been working for 4 days stretch, and I got one more. Hey, you're all good, Cyberwolf. You don't have to explain. I hope that you kick works ass tomorrow. And Liv tried for a kick. Sasha blocking it. And a kick to the back. And there's a stomp from Sasha. Sasha there with a back suplex on Liv Morgan. And there's that counter from Liv. This is, oh, I Am Too Dumb For You is back. We're hype. We're hype. We're hyped that I Am Too Dumb For You is back. Clothesline from Sasha to Liv. Sasha going for an early pin here. Liv kicks out before the referee can even start a count. And Sasha with a chop. Liv Morgan firing back. Liv Morgan with a tilt-a-whirl. And a step up enziguri from Liv Morgan. How about Miz beating Brock Lesnar? How about what Kenny Omega? More important, let's talk about what Kenny Omega had to say about Razor Ramon. He's the best. Kenny Omega called himself the best athlete on the whole planet. And how can you argue with the performances that Kenny Omega has had here in NGW? He beat Karrion Kross. Karrion, though, would have beat Kenny in the rematch had Ciampa not got involved. Ciampa taking Karrion Kross out through the stage. Kross saying, and Ciampa saying he's not afraid of Kross whatsoever. Morgan here, climbing the cage. She's trying to escape. What is this? What is this mechanic here? Liv climbing the cage, Sasha right behind her, and just slamming Liv's leg into the cage, and pulls Liv Morgan off. My Lord. Sasha does look pretty good in this game. And there's a kick to the midsection and a Hurricane Rana from Sasha to Liv. Liv back to her feet, though. And Sasha, Russian leg sweep. And Sasha with back control. Liv Morgan gets out of it. Liv Morgan with a strike to the back of the head. I think the women can bleed in this game. And there's that guillotine, the one that submitted Sasha. And that main event of Shockwave, and Sasha hasn't scouted this time, able to fight out of it, pushing Liv Morgan off of her. Liv was looking for another submission. This time, Sasha not letting it happen. Liv hits the ropes, and a beautiful, I don't know what that move's called, so whatever. And a pinfall there from Liv. And a 2 count. No, Sasha kicks out. And Liv kicking the rib cage of Sasha Banks. And another step up into Guri. And a second one, but Sasha sidesteps. Deflects it, kick to the midsection from Sasha. And beautiful neck breaker. And Liv kicking out. Welcome back, Big Money. Now, Sasha, it's her turn to try to climb out of this cage. It's her chance to end this once and for all. Sasha getting higher on that cage. Welcome back, Walkman. Liv chasing behind her. What's going on here?
This is it, guys.
I can hear them. I can hear them counting. And Liv is just throwing strikes. We should have. Liv continues to throw strikes at Sasha here. My God. What is this? They're just jogging from position. Man, do you remember the O2Ks where you could have custom playlists for music? Is this all that we're going to see here? Surely there's more to a cage match than this, right? Oh, there we go. What's Liv got here? Liv pulling Sasha down. They were jockeying on that cage. And she pulls Sasha back to the top rope. And what's going to happen? Oh, she smashes Sasha into the cage. And now they're both on the cage here. What's happening? They're both climbing at the same time. They're both trying to get out. This is dangerous for both women. Oh, my God. They're both on top. And they're, what the hell? They're trading punches up here. This is dangerous. And there's a strike from Sasha to Liv. Someone, stop this. Stop this. Get him down. The referee needs to get involved. The referee needs to get involved. Pull these two women down. Pull them off the cage. No. They just continue trading punches. They just get, what the hell? Oh my God, Sasha just got thrown from the top of the cage. And Liv on the other side. Liv can do it here. Liv can do it. This could be over. Caleb MCG. MCG has joined the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad because being bad is fun. Liv Morgan has done it. Liv with a big victory after throwing Sasha from the top of the cage. My God. That's the end of that feud. Liv Morgan and Sasha Banks are over. What's up, Caleb? No, Nibbler, we got pay-per-view now. Well, we have Horizon and then we have pay-per-view. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Do you guys want to see the Horizon matches, or do you want to do coin tosses? That match was hype. Walkman, you were not on the show. And I did not see Matt Riddle versus Randy Orton. Liv Morgan is now 4-1. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Liv Morgan's most certainly. And this is the Daddy PSN joining that Bad Guy Club. As this member of the club, you see a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. Thank you for joining the Baddest Club, a match. Or thank you for joining the Baddest Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad because being bad is fun. I can't keep up with everything. I suck. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Coin flips. Blackheart says coins. There's 3 matches on Horizon. I can throw the settings on fast. Bro, you're like, hey, you had to join the club. You hear what he said? He had to join the club. All right. Here is the subscribe on YouTube because all the past shows are on YouTube. And then also, if you guys aren't in the Discord, join the Discord because I post all the NGW news there. Here are the matches for Horizon. So I'm gonna throw this on a vote. This is what we're doing. We're doing this. I want you guys to vote. We're gonna use the prediction thing, or can we poll? Can we poll this? We can poll this. Coin flip. All right. You don't even know. We're gonna do this. If you want to do additional votes, you can do 10 bits or you can do 200 pancakes. And I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes. You're gonna decide if we do coin flips. Mexi is back, by the way. We miss Mexi, don't we? Okay. The matches are this. These are the matches for Horizon. The main event is Becky Lynch versus Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is winning that, by the way. Or Becky Lynch is winning that. So that match is going to automatically go straight to Becky. The other matches are Jeff Hardy versus Tyler Bate. I kind of want to watch that. Just because I want to at least watch I want to watch Tyler and Becky. Really? Man, now I'm thinking we should just go ahead. Because remember, Jeff Hardy's on that forever losing streak. And we want to see if Jeff Hardy comes back. The third match is Maurice versus Lacey Evans. But I feel like, hey, Brock, you just lost to The Miz, dog. You just lost to, hell yeah, I've had a waffle with ice cream on it, and it's super fire. You kidding me? It's good as hell. All right, I got to turn off the recording.